Welcome to Exam Sale. In this video we will map out the syllabus for the Citrix Virtual Apps and Desktop 7 Assessment, Design and Advanced Configurations exam so you know exactly what to study. This exam is divided into 10 domains with specific weights and expectations to guide your study time. The domains and their weights are Methodology and Assessment 13%, Resource Layer, Applications and Personalization 13%, User Layer 11%, Resource Layer, Images 11%, Control Layer 11%, Hardware Physical Layer 11%, Access Layer 10%, High Availability and Disaster Recovery 10%, and Cloud and Advanced Configurations 10%. Difficulty varies from medium to hard and the assessment types include scenario-based and hands-on evaluations. Methodology and assessment is weighted at 13% and focuses on design framework and business alignment, rated hard with about 15 hours of study and scenario-based assessment. You will learn to assess business drivers and constraints, identify user groups and segmentation, and define application delivery requirements. The domain covers mapping business requirements to technical capabilities, conducting site and infrastructure assessments, establishing success criteria, and planning risk mitigation strategies. Resource Layer, Applications and Personalization is also 13% and emphasizes app delivery and user settings, marked hard with an estimated 20 hours and hands-on plus conceptual assessment. Candidates will evaluate application delivery methods and design a Citrix profile management strategy while implementing app layering architecture. The syllabus includes AppV and MSIX integration, profile containers and redirection, application performance optimizations, and assessing personalization needs for different user groups. User Layer carries 11% weight and centers on endpoint experience and client access, rated medium with 10 hours of study and scenario-based assessment. You will determine endpoint device requirements and design Citrix Workspace app deployment for varied client operating systems. The domain covers peripheral redirection like USB and multimedia, HDX bandwidth and protocol tuning, session reliability and auto client reconnect, plus session watermarking and client security considerations. Resource Layer, Images is 11% and focuses on provisioning and image life cycle, classified as hard with about 18 hours and both hands-on and conceptual assessment. Expect to design machine creation services workflows and Citrix provisioning architectures, assess image management life cycles, and implement VDA optimization techniques. The domain addresses master image preparation, choices between persistent and non-persistent workloads, and evaluating storage needs for provisioning at scale. Control Layer is weighted 11% and covers site infrastructure and management, rated medium with 15 hours and a mix of conceptual and scenario-based assessment. You will design delivery controller scalability and assess SQL database sizing and placement, along with Citrix licensing server design. The syllabus includes zone and satellite architecture, VDA registration behavior, site-wide policy management, and planning delegated administration and role-based access control. Hardware or Physical Layer has 11% weight and examines the underlying compute and storage, marked medium with roughly 12 hours and conceptual plus scenario-based assessment. Candidates will evaluate hypervisor selection and host sizing, design for high-performance storage like SAN or NAS, and assess CPU and RAM requirements. The domain also covers GPU virtualization strategies, NIC teaming, converged versus traditional infrastructure, and host-level caching for performance. Access Layer is 10% and focuses on external access and gateway integration, medium difficulty with about 14 hours and scenario-based assessment. You will design Citrix storefront server groups and implement Citrix gateway authentication to enable secure external access. The syllabus covers multi-site aggregation and failover, optimal gateway routing, SSL certificate planning, smart access and smart control, and strategies to maintain secure remote connectivity. High Availability and Disaster Recovery is weighted 10% and targets business continuity and fault tolerance, rated hard with an estimated 16 hours and scenario-based assessment. You will design local host cache resiliency and multi-data center DR strategies while planning storefront and gateway high availability. The domain also includes SQL mirroring and always-on considerations, defining RTO and RPO, backup and restore procedures, and license server redundancy planning. Cloud and Advanced Configurations is 10% and covers hybrid cloud and Citrix cloud integration. Marked hard with about 15 hours and hands-on plus conceptual assessment. Topics include Citrix Cloud Connector placement, hybrid rights and migration paths, workspace configuration in the cloud, and designing for public cloud resource locations. You will also evaluate autoscale for cost management, configure advanced storefront customizations, and design for federated authentication service integration. This syllabus gives you a clear study map with exact domain weights, focus areas, difficulty, and expected study hours so you can prioritize efficiently. Use the domain descriptions to build practical labs and scenario practice, and focus more time on the hard domains while maintaining control and access fundamentals. Good luck with your preparation and keep practicing with real configurations to pass the assessment.